Hey.
There we go. So thanks for joining us on this somber occasion, I was going to say. But yes, Richard Michael Mayall, known professionally as Rik Mayall, was an English comedian, actor, writer. He formed a close partnership with Ade Edmondson while they were students at Manchester University and was a pioneer of alternative comedy in the 80s. Born in Harlow in 1958 on the 7th of March, he died, unfortunately, 9th of June 2014, 10 years ago today, at the unfortunate age of 56.
Oh. Shocking.
But yeah.
Yeah, and also, just as a side note, that was my 35th birthday that day.
Yes. Sorry, happy birthday for today. I forgot about that in your last stream.
No, yeah, it's my birthday today, of course. And on that day, I got a phone call from someone that said, "Oh, by the way, hate to break it to you, but Rik Mayall has just died." Oh my God. And I'm not one of these people that gets sort of there are I would say there are select few celebrities that I've actually my heart has sank for in the past. But Rik Mayall is one of them. Hence why I want to be part of this.
Whenever he was on camera, he was always fooling around and bringing fun to everyone, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And just never serious, really.
I think it's August the 11th this year. It'll be 10 years since we lost Robin Williams, who was another one. I felt I was like, oh my God, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was an absolute legend. Thank you, France. Thank you so much.
Yeah, there we go. Happy birthday to you.
45 today.
Scottish, isn't it? What's altered image? Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yeah, demonetized.
This none of my streams get monetized.
Yes,
it takes one word. But there might be some people in the chat that or watching this that don't know who Rik Mayall is. So here's a long video.
Shouldn't be afraid.
I told you what would happen if you failed your French oral again.
What?
To hurt. You wicked boy.
Stupid trollop! I'm not a masochist, I'm a sadist. I pay to be killed.
Now look here. I used to live in Bromley.
Hey, he's picking something up.
Yep, and that's a pretty wild place. Yeah. And I picked up one or two tips on punch-ups while I was down there.
What?
Oh. The mega bitch! Get me at her!
Is this for me?
Give me an axe! No, give me a chainsaw! I'm gonna slice her into tiny pieces! Cobwebs! Yeah! Trick or ruddy treat!
Hi, Flash out here. Yeah. Cancel the state funeral, tell the king to stop blubbing. Flash is not dead.
Come on.
God's potatoes, George. You said noble brother flyers were in the lurch. If I'd known you meant old slack bladder and the mound of the hound of the Baskervilles, I'd probably let them stew in their own juice.
Well, I'm going to tell Thatcher that we've got a bomb. And that if she doesn't do something to help the kids, by this afternoon, we're going to blow up England. Well, I've got news for you. I think old people are really boring. And the only reason you don't understand our music is that you don't like it. I think Special Patrol Group is a stupid name for a hamster.
Okay, I'll change it then. Hello, Cliff Richard.
What's this?
Being puffy.
No, that's peace.
A friend of mine called Mike. This is a friend of mine called Neil.
Hello.
And that's a complete bastard I know called Rick.
He's just joshing Mrs. Vivian. We're actually terrific friends. Sticks and stones may break my bones.
That is the first sensible thing you have said all day.
Oh, wow. Just absolutely legendary.
That's just a tiny amount of what he did.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Oh. Where's he saying it? Oh, yeah, he's been kind.
Oh, thank you.
Cinematic Scottish nerd.
Yeah.
But yes, so I'm trying to think. Young ones, I guess. No, Dangerous Brothers. I think I first saw him.
Right. I think it
They
was
just
Kevin
far and beat
Turvey.
each other up on stage.
I think it was the man behind the green door that I'd seen first.
Oh,
Then
yes.
it was Young Ones.
Kevin Turvey.
Kevin Turvey.
Maybe.
Birmingham. Yeah. Right. Oh, Robbie Coltrane was in that. Oh, no.
Yeah, apparently. I only looked at this today and I noticed it. But yeah.
This is what I'm doing for my birthday. I'm excited for this, Doctor. Thank you.
That's the point. He did want to do this, bless him.
Yeah. Yeah. I recently watched a video. I can't remember the channel. It was a really good video about Drop Dead Fred. It was like 45 minutes, this video. And this guy was an American dude talking about Drop Dead Fred. And he was unaware of his legacy as a comedy great in this country. But he did his research. He did do his homework. And he made a really interesting point as to why Drop Dead Fred is kind of underrated. And it actually made me rethink a lot of things about it. But to be honest, I saw it in the theatre when it came out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was, 13, 12 years old when I saw Drop Dead Fred in the theatre. You know?
Yeah, because he's done quite a few films, because bit part in American Werewolf at the beginning.
Of course. Remember the Alamo? That's like his only line in the film.
But yeah, hi Ian. Kevin Turvey's where I first saw him too, I think. Yeah, it's hard to think because around that time he was doing Kevin Turvey on stage with the Dangerous Brothers, and they were just going to start with the first season of The Young Ones.
Amazing.
Because what is it? He was
Absolutely
in
groundbreaking.
TV shows.
Still hold up as well.
Yeah, he was in the Donald Sutherland film The Eye of the Needle as a sailor in 1981.
Right.
He's Rest Home Ricky in Shock Treatment in 81. He was in American Werewolf in London as second chess player in 81. And then uncredited in The Orchard End Murder, also in 81 as a policeman. And then that was the same year he started comic strip, which I was never much of a fan of. But Kevin Turvey. No. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? All the talent in that. And
yeah, some are hit and miss, I would say, with the comic strip movies.
Yeah. I still like the gold on the motorway. Gold. It's bad luck to listen to.
You're indestructible, indestructible. Try and break the freaking radio. Yeah, that's a classic. I love Bad News as well. Bad News is comic strip, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Because
Bad News, they're both fucking excellent.
I saw an interview with him on Wogan earlier where he was dressed as Rick with his blue Peter badge but upside down. And then he was talking about how Channel 4 had just started in 81. And of course, what was it? Where is it? Then that was on Channel 4, so they got him in for that. And then the BBC realised what was happening with Channel 4 getting all the new alternative comedians. So then they thought, we'll get him for the young ones.
Yeah.
See, who had this back in the day?
Oh, yeah. Living Dog. No. What the hell? Bachelor Boys? I don't know. I've not seen that one.
Never seen that one.
I thought it was going to be the single Living Doll for a minute there. Which was that? Yeah, that was that not the first comic relief song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
who could listen to that? It's terrible.
Well, yeah, this is just usual jokes and stuff that they didn't use in the TV show.
I had a Mary Whitehouse experience one, kind of like her.
Yeah, I got a Father Ted one upstairs somewhere. Some mad to me, he was in a John Landis film.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is John Landis, I seen an interview with him years ago when Rick was still alive, and he was saying that he wasn't aware of him as a comedy talent. And when they went to the premiere in London for American Werewolf London, he got a big cheer because he was a known comedy face at the time. I should have put him in the movie more.
Yeah, because he's only in the one scene.
Yeah.
Because they filmed the outside of the pub in Wales, and then the inside is a pub in London, which I think
it was an actual pub. Yeah, it wasn't a soundstage. No.
No, apparently it's a pub and it's still there. Oh,
all right,
it's
cool.
been done up 1,000 times because it's London, but yeah, it still exists as a pub. But the village is exactly the same. I've been there twice in the last 5 years. I used to do impressions of Rik Mayall.
The roads and then wander off into the moors.
We did go visit the moors, but it was daytime, so I made sure we were long gone before it's fucking dusk. Yeah, right on. Virgin. That was the good one. Dutch Impossible.
Right.
This one. Yes.
I had that on Betamax, The Needle, but I didn't watch it.
I don't know if I've ever seen it. That's the thing. When I saw this list, it's there.
Donald Sutherland in it as well.
Donald Sutherland and who did I say? Some bint. Kate Nelligan.
Oh, that bint.
Because he's done. Let's have a look. The Young Ones was 82, so yeah. He was in Lenny Henry Show, Cannon and Ball. He did one episode as a tourist information clerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to know how that came about. A TV series called Happy Families with Stephen Fry, Adrian Edmondson, Dawn French, and Jennifer Saunders.
All right.
Well, that rings a bell.
See, I'm thinking of Happy Families where it was like the kids program. Children's BBC.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Of course, we saw him in. He's in series 2, and he's not in 3. It's 2 and 4 Blackadder, isn't he?
Yeah, 2 and 4 Flash Heart, and Back and Forth, the special.
Course, Robin Hood.
They did for Sky. He was a Robin Hood kind of Flash Heart.
He's in a music video for The Art of Noise, Peter Gunn. Apparently, I should look that up. And then there's Whoops Apocalypse. I remember the trailer for that, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Never seen it. I remember it being on video.
Then Filthy Russian Cat Flap. Yeah, I used to love that, but I still love it. But it's nowhere near as bottom.
It's not as good as Young Ones or Bottom. It's definitely the sort of bridge between those two.
Yeah, I do love it how they're taking the piss of the the old guard, like Bruce Forsyth and all those that were doing the game shows back then.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. TV series, Hardwick House, episode of French and Saunders, Eat the Rich. Now I remember.
Oh, Eat the Rich, the film.
Something.
Yeah, I've seen that film, Eat the Rich. I don't remember Rik Mayall being in it though.
Yeah, just called an character called Mickey, and then of course Mad News had a music video called Warriors of Genghis Khan, and they did Bohemian Rhapsody apparently.
Did they not play Donington? That was the thing, because they used footage of it for Bad News. Of them playing at Donington.
I guess this is just a thing. Oh, hang on. What did I get to? The episode of Young Ones where they get a VCR is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
People don't understand how
it's a video nasty. Yeah.
Carpet party.
That's fucking excellent, isn't it?
I
can't remember what's the name of the film that they've got, but it's got
it's got some really weird
name
of this long horror name, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Good evening, Ben. Yes, I was just trying to recognize the name. Yeah, he is a Jedi.
Yeah. Jagged Edge as well.
That's
another big movie he did.
Of course, he's Mad Gerald in Blackadder. He's in the cell.
Oh, right, in the final episode.
Thank you, Ben.
Right.
You should know that we did an episode on.
He only did Flash Heart in 2, 4, and the special.
Yeah. I just had internet bombs for the past 5 minutes. I was going to bring up my little, bloody internet. Oh, nasty Nick Cotton was a policeman in American Werewolf.
Okay.
There's an American Werewolf 2.
At the end where they have the big.
Yeah, because I never noticed that, but yeah.
No, I've never noticed a minute.
Oh, the B-side. Actually, I don't know if I've ever listened to the B-side.
Yeah, I've never known what the B-side is.
I keep forgetting these things have B-sides. It's just a load of rubbish about starving people. All the flowers are happy.
Who sings it?
I think that's everyone. I think it's just the young ones, I think.
All right, no Clef.
What does it? It doesn't really specify, but perhaps someone in the chat can like me. I'll just play it, and then we'd lose it. Gareth nearly beat me to it. Yeah. Hang on, Cardiff has been bought, what, 3 times? Lena Zavaroni died. Craig Thomas was born there now. Mark Wander's from Cardiff.
It's all happening in Cardiff.
But he doesn't sound Welsh. So here. Nice Welsh comparison today. Yes, that's a point noticed as well. Hey, Luke, how are you? Rik Mayall legend. Yes.
Absolutely.
Legend as he is. Slight tangent. But Girls on Top. I used to like that as well.
Yeah,
It
love
probably
Girls on
looks like
Top.
total shite today, but I loved it.
I've been revisiting a lot of Ruby Wax's interviews that she did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Have you seen the Bill Cosby one?
I did see that come up the other day, but I didn't watch it.
It's horrible. He's such a fucking bully to her, man. He's so horrible to her.
Ah.
Yeah.
I guess back then he was cock of the walk. Ireland is worth watching, but I was going to say Rick was probably barely in it back in 81, but yeah. Great loss, Mark Hunt. He had a square up with Sutherland on either needle, and so did Alan Hume. Kate Nelligan was good in Prince of Tides, just putting out there.
Love Prince of Tides. It's a great movie. Barbara Streisand.
Is that the one everyone was telling me to watch the other day because there's a shock bit in it?
Yeah, there's this really disturbing movie in
it. People will want to watch it. Never forget the first movie our TV showed was Drop Dead Fred. See,
classic.
Because that was
Snubface.
One.
The guy gets to stare up women's women's skirts, and he gets away with it. In a children's film, and it's fucking insane.
Yes. 1991, but 1992 he was also in, and it's not here. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? There it is. Carry On Columbus.
Oh fuck! Forgot that existed. Damn it!
Let me bring that closer to you.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it.
He's the Sultan. So I'm sure. Oh, there he is. Hang on, I'm gonna try without bringing the rest down.
Oh, and the big box as well. Wow, that
yeah,
must be
I got the little box as well. If you want to borrow
it. No, you're okay.
Okay.
Let's restart a franchise. Let's not.
What's in the early 90s? We need all the alternative comedians. Julian Clary, Sarah Crowe, Alexi Sale, Maury Whitman, John Pertwee, Richard Wilson, Keith Allen of all people, Nigel Planer, and Jack Douglas.
Man, if that was a hit, then they would still be at it, wouldn't they? Just Jim Dale was the only returning Carry On?
Well, June Whitfield, but I don't know if she counts. And then
No
Jack
Barbara
Douglas,
Windsor?
maybe. But yeah, pretty much all the others. Well,
Didn't get Barbara Windsor back, no? That's a shame.
Jim Dale was about the only one. Can't recall any particular ones, but he was always in ads. Yes, I saw some. He did some. Was it Commodore 64? Was it Nintendo? No, Nintendo ads.
Nintendo.
Yeah,
Nintendo.
I never saw
Did
those. Oh, they're really good.
Well. Yeah, great.
So he was really funny in those.
What was that show? Was it Grimm? The
Grimm's Fairy Tales.
Grimm Tales.
Yeah, that was.
That.
We sat in that walking seat. Always freaked me out.
Yeah.
Where was Grimm Tales? That was quite late.
Oh, talk about classic. George's Marvelous Medicine he did for Jack and Ori.
That was my favorite Jack and Ori ever.
Easily the best.
I'm trying to find it now. None of this is in bloody order for some reason.
Yeah, someone brought it up.
Grimm Tales was 89. He only did 22 episodes of that. Jack and Ori.
Did 22 episodes? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What was that? What did they do 22 episodes of?
Grimm Tales in 1989.
Oh, Grimm Tales, right.
89 to 91 he did that. But then where's it gone? Jack and Ori was in 1995. No, can't be. It was 86. It says 9 episodes, so it must have done two.
It must have done other appearances.
Yeah.
That's the only one I remember seeing.
All puckered up like a dog's bottom. He did How to Be a Little Sod. I never watched that. Didn't fancy that in 95 as the voice of the Little Sod. I know that was a book as well, I think, at the time.
So Aid Edmondson did a book about being a bastard, and he did one about being a sod.
Pretty much, yeah. He's done some video games. He was in Bud Tucker in Double Trouble as the voice of Dick Tate. I think there was another one, but I can't see it right now. Did you remember Bring Me the Head of Mavis Davis?
Yeah. Is it? What's her name? The actor. She had little voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jane Horrocks.
Jane Horrocks. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I remember it coming out. It got panned.
Yeah.
You know, I think everything he did in
yeah, nothing. Well, yeah, I'm looking
in
at
movie form.
Bring Me the Head of Robert Lindsay in Remember Me. See, I remember something like that. I remember seeing those two together. He was in 2 episodes of The Bill in 1997. Hang on, let me catch up with the chat. Parents. Sorry. Missed it. I nearly directed the same film, Mark Bond and David Lynch. Yeah, Return of the Jedi. Or was it? Oh, yeah. It does have a small appearance in American Werewolf.
Remember the Alamo.
Not Richie Rich. No, not in. No. That makes sense.
Did you notice that his name in Guest House Paradiso? I know we've not got to that yet, but in that his name's not Richie Rich. It's Richard. It's Richard Twat.
Thwaite.
Oh, Thwaite. Yeah.
All these videos here. There it is.
Yeah,
it's because it's the Richie and Eddie's Bottom movie, but not the Bottom characters, even though they act and talk exactly the same.
Yeah, that always confused me.
Yeah, see, I remember Eat the Rich being advertised on the Fox videos, yes, at the time, and yeah, I never saw it. I don't think I even saw it in the video shop, so
I can't remember if I had it or not. So I had tons of videos that I never watched, and that might have been one of them.
Yeah, I'm still the same. Hey, Jamie's here. Hi, Jamie. Kate Nelligan made a film for Fox Without a Trace. Don't think that movie had been released in the UK or DVD. Oh. On DVD. Good film and performance. I don't know who Kate Nelligan is. It's not ringing any bells. Yeah, he did a series of ads for the Nintendos in the early 90s because he was down with the kids. Says remember the animal and spits his beer everywhere.
Right.
Nick Cotton was in American Werewolf. Yeah, everyone's going to be watching American Werewolf tonight. Ben's a young person, so first time I probably saw Rick was Grim Tales. The stories are so funny and entertaining. Yeah, he was a great storyteller.
Amazing.
Because, so I remember the young ones because I think my mum saw it, an episode that was on when I was watching, and she was disgusted by it. So I had to tape it on the Tuesday night at 9 p.m.
Going back to the young ones, see the Bambi episode. I mean, I seen it at a very young age when it first aired.
Yeah. And
see when Vivian has his head cut off by the train, that frightened the shit out of me. Seriously.
It is the scream.
Whenever it came up on rewatches or repeats, I always turned away from that part. It always just freaked me out.
Yeah, because it's only done comedy after it happens. It's not as it happens. He sticks his head out.
Yeah.
The train hits him. There's a scream, a gurgling scream.
Yeah. Over here, you bastard!
That was filmed, Young Ones was filmed in Bristol because I visited the house, the pub, and the train station, of course. But yeah, because it's Bristol Temple Meads. It's changed a lot since then, though. The B-side is basically just speaking. It's so fun. I quit all the time. I'll go check that out tomorrow. Play it backwards. In the crowd scene when the werewolf came out of the cinema, fleeting glimpse. Oh, there he is. Nasty Nick.
All right. But it bites the sort of lieutenant's head off.
Yeah. Didn't notice Nelligan in Prince of Tides. Was far too busy checking out Babs in her prime. Rik Mayall Presents. Yes. When was
there was 3 of them, wasn't there? There was one with Helena Bonham Carter. And was it chick from the White Worm? Amanda Donoghue was in one as well.
Yeah. Ooh, lucky sod. When was that, though? Because I can't see it in my list.
Mid-90s, early, maybe 93, 94, I would say.
Higher than a 6. I did see it, but yeah, for some reason, my list has gone out of order. There's Claire de Lune, TV movie. Dirty Old Town, TV movie. The Big One, TV movie. He was he was a voice in the Asterix in America cartoon, the British version. Dancing Queen. That's another TV movie. I never watched that. Brief Fist Encounter.
I think that's one of them. That's one of them.
Maybe that's Mickey Love. Yeah, Mickey Love, Brief Fist Encounter, Dancing Queen. They're all 93, so there must have just been that title. Makes sense. Oh, she played Maltese Mam. Oh, what's her name? Let me mention.
Kate Nelligan.
Yeah, I can't even remember her name. Didn't realize Prince was now an 18. Hang on. Prince was now an 18.
Right, okay. Prince of Tides has been moved to an 18 now.
I was going to say Prince. I thought I'm not talking about Bat Dance again, are we?
Must be really weird.
It was probably cut on VHS because I don't think the VHS is an 18.
Never known that to happen when it's went up a rating.
Big box doesn't make Columbus any less shite. Oh dear.
Yeah, well, I'll have trailers on it. That will soften the blow.
Some good trailers on it because it is
maybe a crap competition that's long past its sell-by date.
I think Network did a DVD that might be available. There you go. The Rik Mayall Presents. My favourite mail as a kid was reading George Marvelous Medicine on Jack and He brought such mischief to it. Yeah, I felt like a naughty guy for himself. Indeed.
Just killed.
Jim Dale Jim Dale is still with us, bless him.
Is he, right? Okay.
I think he's still acting. Is Carry On Columbus the only part 31 of a film series? I don't know, Godzilla and others. There's a few other films that are up there. Barbara Windsor rightfully declined. Okay, yeah, she was still with us. Well, then he did Grim Tales. Yeah, they were great. I did some research, and it turns out the 18 certificate is because of the commentary track. I'm guessing Babs dropped some C-bombs.
All right.
Oh, those two are researching for us. Thank you. Fat Tulip thought that was Rik, but it was actually Baldrick. Oh, Fat Tulip does ring a bell, though.
I remember there was a deleted scene from The Howling when it came out on DVD, and they had to remove the deleted scene from the British release because it was like a sexual assault scene that was really grueling.
Oh,
that was cut from the movie, their theatrical cut, and they had to alter the DVD for that. I remember reading that once. Sorry, we went off topic there.
It's werewolves. His guest appearance, yes, Jonathan Creek. I watched that episode just to see him because I think that was after his bike accident. I don't know if that was one of his big returns to TV because
that and the 3 Men. I think 3 Men in a Car had already been made, but it aired soon after. I think.
Yeah, because he did. When was his accident? It was about 10 years before.
1998.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Yes. Hogs of War video game he did as General I.P. Grimley. So yeah, Get Ass Paradiso was 99. TV movie where he did the voice of Santa in Santa's Special Delivery. So another Itsy Bitsy Time, where he was in one episode of Squidge. Jellikins.
Oh, Jellikins. Yeah, he did the voice for that show.
Yeah, narrator of that show. A Monkey's Tale. He was in the English version. I never. Tom and Vicky. Right, that was 98. In the Red TV miniseries. Dominic Diath. 3 episodes. Oh, the Canterville Ghost movie. That was before his accident. I remember that. The Reverend Dampier. Yeah, 2 episodes of The Bill. But then I don't see. Oh, now have you ever seen? Oh, I've lost it now. Shoot. I was doing so well.
Well, the princess and the Chili Dog.
Chili Dogs in 2001. It has Skeet Ulrich, Natasha Henstridge, and Leslie Nielsen, and he plays a character called Carter.
Whoa. That's one for your 7 Degrees game, isn't it?
I've never even heard of the film.
No.
But yeah. Sounds very interesting. He's in an ABBA video in 2004. Our last video ever, it says, which obviously is a lie. Churchill, the Hollywood Years in 2004.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
I remember that coming out. I didn't like the look of
it. Rik Mayall in All About George in 2005. 6 episodes. I don't remember that coming out. Because he plays George, so I don't know if it's a new sitcom or something.
See, I to be honest, everything that he's done in the 2000s is kind of a blank. I think I must have kind of fallen away from Rik Mayall, to be honest.
Then you missed the 2006 episode of SpongeBob, where he played Lord Reginald.
I definitely did.
But yes, it was like you said. I didn't see any of these things or hear about them because he was an episode of Marvel. I might have watched that.
Besides doing the bottom live stuff, he tend to kind of fall away from doing his style of comedy.
Yes.
Right? He seemed to be more of a kind of actor for hire. But it looks
he was in Midsummer Murders and Marple in the same year.
Yeah.
And then, and Minder, the remake.
Oh, the Channel 5 remake?
Yeah. Or not, was it not? Is it a remake or just was Arthur in it?
So I don't know.
And then we got the famous El Dorado that I couldn't track down in 2012.
Oh, that weird film that apparently was just a sort of tax evasion exercise. yeah, that looked really weird.
But hang on, let's go back to this. You did adverts for Virgin Trains. Okay. I remember Fat Tulip's Garden. Robinson was great in that. See, that does ring a bell. Those Nintendo adverts were very clever.
Yeah.
He had he was doing a Nigel Mansell one in one of the ones I saw. I love seeing the names Mavis and Doreen. There's evil. I've seen the trailer to Guest House a million times, but I've seen the film like twice.
Oh, I've watched it once. Wasn't a fan. It was a bit of a letdown.
It's like the first half is bottom, but then the story kicks in. But I do love, what's the French guy's name?
Vincent Cassel.
Yeah, he's the best thing in it for me when he's just gone batshit crazy for it.
Yeah,
he knows what he's in. The commentary wouldn't be the film anyway because I think it's rated. Can't see Babs stooping to a C-bomb. Could be wrong. Yeah, is it the teaser where he's beating the shit out of each other? That was a great trailer. Yeah, Young Ones. Holy crap! So yes,
£17.
Back.
Where was that? Where was that from? Our price?
No, this just says it's just the BBC recommended retail price.
Oh right, that's their RRP.
So that's this is early 90s, I think.
I know.
So
that's to compensate from the show, sort of persuading you not to have a TV license.
Yes.
Come on, Vivian, eat the telly.
Yes, there you go. I forgot about the New Statesman.
Alan Bastard. Yes,
because he did that character for a while, hasn't he? Because he did a live show
where he was a new Labour candidate.
Yeah,
that's right. Because see, when he came to Glasgow and he was performing that show, and a buddy of mine who worked in a restaurant at the time, he met Rik Mayall, and he went up to him, and I've told you this story, but I'll tell everyone else. He went up to Rik Mayall and he says to him, "Oh, Rik Mayall, I'm such a big fan. Can I get your autograph?" And he's like, "No, but I'll give you a blowjob." And he actually got like a Polaroid shot of Rik Mayall down on his knees, like doing this, going like that. I'd seen this shot where he's going like this, like as if the paparazzi's got him sucking a guy's dick. It's amazing. It was like a freaking Rik Mayall sketch come to life. Amazing.
Yeah, I wish I could have met him at some point.
Yeah,
but
just that's better than an autograph. I'm sorry.
But yeah, New Statesman started in 1987 and ran for 5 years and did 29 episodes. Oh, no, till 1994, so it's 7 years. But I don't think it was on every year.
Yeah.
But
on I just remember was it not on after Spitting Image at some point?
Yeah, I was going to say Sunday night, 10:30ish.
Yeah.
I stayed up late to watch it before school. But then, yeah, that's... I think I rewatched it. Yeah. I think I rewatched it a few times back in the day. I don't think I've ever seen it. I think I saw a DVD of it, maybe. Chasing. Oh, yeah. Head. Finding it weird. It keeps kicking his head instead of
that frightened me. Not the part where once you get I was already screaming my head off before I got to that part, right? But when he actually gets decapitated in the train, that freaked me out.
Yeah. That's why you don't put your head out of trains. There you go. Updates. Ooh. Yeah, remember Tulip? I thought I dreamed it, but yeah, it is a fever dream. I think the Dancing Queen was he and Helena Carter as a prosy. Nice. It's pretty hard to find these things. Oh, but Fat Tulip is on YouTube. Last I looked, but yeah, it could have been taken down. All this chats remind me of my mate in the park. One of my friends turned the speakers around in his bedroom so we could hear his stereo. Not sure what you're meant to do with that info. Just remember the good old days. What video game? Nintendo, yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Was it Nintendo? Can't wait for because will it have the making of this? I have the making of on my VHS.
Right, okay.
Because, what's his name? Aid Edmonton directed it. There's a lot behind the scenes footage. Mavis reminds me of Holiday on the Buses. Yeah, it's an old name, isn't it? Yeah, and the snares. There you go. Yes, I'm going to have to do a watch party of Prince of Tides.
Oh, no. I won't be here for that. But I'm intrigued to find out why it's had its rating boosted.
Yeah. Wasn't there...
Because the BBFC site will explain why. They even tell you can even look up some of the older films like The Trip from the 60s and why they refused that certificate for decades.
So yes, Bottom, because after his accident, apparently he and do you see the what was the documentary that came out last month with Aid Edmondson about Bottom?
No, I've not seen that one yet. Yeah. What was it? What does it say?
Well, they were interviewing people from the show, and then Edmonton was being truthful, saying how after the accident he wasn't the same, and he could temper easily, and they sort of drifted apart, and it's quite sad.
They still did it live though, 2003 and stuff like that.
Because like he says, I got that one. There we go.
Yeah,
the Y-front.
I haven't seen that one. I've seen the first three. Hooligan's Island and that. So they always hit each other at some point. I'm always kind of half thinking, is that staged where they're going to actually get hit at some point? But it's like,
it's got to happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't find number one, but there you go.
A buddy of mine went to see them. I think it's on your wall.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There you go. Western Superman.
But yeah, I got two programs.
No, it's like I love that line where it's like, "How do you feel, Richie?" And he's like, "I get my hands and I go like this."
It's a simple joke, but it works.
I've used that myself a few times just for a laugh. Right? It's a funny line.
A rave song at the end of Columbus, yeah. And the fact it ended. How much? I think the Carpenter one for the thing is on this. They were contracted by the Beeb to make Hooligan's Island TV series, but Rick and Aid had a falling out. Apparently, I don't think Rick was in great shape mentally. Yeah, see, that's the unfortunate thing. He was a different person after the crash. Because what was it? Him and the LOLO guy got seriously injured, didn't they, in a crash?
Yeah. There was that. I remember it was like a windy day. That happened.
A tree hit his car or something. Spiked him in the head or something. I can't remember now.
Because I remember there was lots of trees uprooted up here at the time.
I think
as well.
The hurricane of 87 or what it is that destroyed Sevenoaks, and I feel like Carry On Club is a bit like the end of Boogie Nights, where Burt Reynolds' character makes a comeback filming on videotape after saying he'd only was shoot on film.
If it looks like shit and it sounds like shit, then it must be shit. That's the line of it.
Yeah, the censors banned those 2 deleted scenes on the Howling for Grape Soda. One is the longer version of the Salt movie where she watches the Peep Show at the start.
The Peep Show at the start, that's right.
Yes. To me, the fact that a Carry On film exists in the 90s is good enough for me. There you go. I think was it Carry On Emmanuel, the last one before that, or was that it?
Can't be worse than 6 Lives of the Potato Men, but right.
My memory. Yeah, everyone's talking about Prince of Tides. Everyone should watch it. I never expected Carry On Columbus to be compared to Boogie Nights. There you go. Thank you, friends. Although none of that had anything to do with me.
Yeah,
it's good old Ian. I remember seeing. Was it Christian Slater's as Churchill? Isn't he?
Yeah, it's trying to do Strike again. When they did the Strike, with the Arthur Scargill played by Al Pacino, which I liked at the time. Right, it's probably dated now, but that's what that reminded me of. I was like, they're doing the same joke again, and it's like I don't want to see it.
Yeah, it didn't do well. I think it was like because Christian Slater hadn't done that thing for a while. I'll probably get the Blu-ray now. Criterion sale. Let's not forget his portrayal as Bombardier Bedford.
Bang on. Yeah, that's what I should have bought instead of
great grandfather.
I should have got Bombardier.
Yeah, I forgot about those adverts. One of my favorite cinema memories is going to see the Sweeney remake. What?
Oh. Favorite cinema memories?
I'm hoping it was with a lovely lady rather than the film.
Yeah. I still haven't watched that. I think I tried to watch it one time and I was like, man.
Because they cast perfectly one guy, like, what's it, Ray Winstone, and then
Ray Winstone, yeah.
Some fucking rapper.
Oh, yeah. What happened to him? Plan B or whatever? What's his name? Yeah, Plan B.
So, yeah, he's just no Dennis Waterman. Carry On Columbus, it is no Boogie Nights. There you go. There's more boobs in Boogie Nights. Oh, that's disappointed everyone.
I won't stand for that.
Snatch in Boogie Nights as well. Yes, I guess that's a good point. The young ones. Oh, no, hang on. I tell a lie. They're 15s. Yeah, 15s.
They were 15, yeah.
And after the Watershed.
Yeah.
Was disappointed with guests at the time, but watching it for last year's stream, I did get enjoyment out of it. I picked up the indicator release, even if I get it with points.
I'm interested to see if they've got like a commentary track or whatever on it.
Yeah, because I'm guessing it must be on DVD. Hooligans Island. That's a new one to me, I suppose. John Plowman wasn't involved. Yeah. Hooligans Island, I think, might be my favourite one for 97.
I like the second one. It's the second one with the Queen's coming round.
Yes, that's...
Yeah. Yeah. And I think they kill the Queen in the sort of midpoint of the show. Yeah, they go to prison for killing the Queen.
Was it a wheelbarrow of fireworks out the window?
Yeah. I think that might be my favourite.
And a lot of prison votes. Was that or Jim Davidson video? Although the cover of Cinderella, Jim Davidson's Cinderella, looks good. Yeah, I haven't seen Churchill, but I've heard it's terrible. Yeah, I think
it does look. It looks like one of these movies that would probably be made in the 80s, and maybe people would have got it, but it just felt so out of place. Yeah, I know. It was so perfectly. It was perfectly framed as well. Whoever took this photograph and it was only on a Polaroid, and it looked amazing.
Nice.
And Rik Mayall was just so on. You could, from one frame, he was just so in that crazy character. Wow.
Because I have heard he does that. Do that. obscene gestures for people who went to an autograph.
Oh, but that's who he was, you know. He was a crazy
It was Rik.
comedian.
I guess, yeah, I've never, because he's got a large family. He's got about 5 kids or something. But I don't know. You never hear out of any stories against him. Because, did you ever watch Man Down?
Man Down. No, that was his kind of last show that he did, wasn't it?
I started watching, but it wasn't that good for me anyway. He only did 7 episodes, which is a shame.
Yeah. I think maybe that accident was the sort of turning point where he kind of mellowed out.
Yeah. Because apparently he was in something in 2020 called Dr. Sleepless. I don't know. I guess that's archive footage or something. But then the last thing in there was Krakenori in 2013. He was the storyteller for 1 episode. One by One, he was Ernest in 2014. And he was Eddie in The Escape in 2015. But whether these things are available, who knows? Yeah, God, I wish I met him. Everyone seems to have a positive Rik story. Yeah.
Oh.
He always had time for people, even the fans. I mean, you never hear a fan say, "Oh, he was a right bastard when I met him."
Well, that's the thing. Why him though? Why are we so endeared by him more than any other celebrity? That's the thing. What is it that made Rik Mayall have this connection? That's what I've been thinking about today. I've been like, man, what makes him so special?
Because like Aid Edmondson is quite serious when people meet him and stuff like that. He's not trying to hit them between the legs with a baseball bat, but Rik.
Yeah, most celebrities are like, get the fuck out of my face. I mean, Paul Newman famously refused autographs because he got sick of the fact that he was, going to the bathroom to take a leak and there's someone wanting an autograph, right? So he was like, that's it. I'm never doing it at all now.
Yeah, that's a shame. I get that a lot myself, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. And you can't fault them for that, to be honest. No. That's a very good point.
Someone like Paul Newman, because his face was on every poster in the 60s, 70s, and 80s and stuff like that. He's world famous, so anywhere he went, he would be instantly noticed.
I think for me, Rik Mayall just personified just giving it all, just this so OTT performance, right? Just so full of energy and it's so refreshing to see, and a comedic performance, just all that. And as a kid, all this sort of puerile humor and violence was just gold, right? Like, when you watch that episode of Bottom where they have the game of chess and then he's getting his head slammed in the fridge repeatedly, Aid Edmondson monologues to the camera as he's doing it, you're just like, oh, wow, genius. Right?
Yeah, because I saw an interview with Aid where he said they were basically stuntmen, because in the young ones, there's the scene where they're fighting in the Virgin fight. He's running around the house.
And the bed collapses through the ceiling?
Yeah, so they just said, he said it was a bed frame, some cardboard boxes in the middle, and some bed clothing on the top, and they drop 25 feet and then get up and start fighting. And but they didn't think twice about it back then, he says.
Just crazy.
There was another shot of someone had a video where they spotted him in a crowd, and then they turn the camera, and of course he turns and sees the camera, and then plays up for the camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not as good as Bottom, but it was because Bottom had finished by then.
It's a curiosity,
but it's worth watching once.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that a lot of the people that he's worked with have went on to better and bigger things. That he kind of seemed to falter, still stuck in television doing Midsummer Murders and stuff like that. And
Midsummer
commercial. But you got like Simon Pegg in there. You've got you've got Helena Bonham Carter and another thing. These people have become like
she's up there.
Yeah, these people are like Hollywood movie stars now, right? Almost.
Yeah.
It's
Probably wouldn't go fat tulip. It sounds like something that'd be bad. Yes. Make sure you put TV show in everything you Google. Oh, they banned it about 4 times. I think it was basically an advert for LSD. Who's in that? Is that
Peter Fonda,
Yes.
Dennis Hopper.
Yes, there you go.
Bruce Dern. Directed by Roger Corman and written by Jack Nicholson. I love it. I think it's a great movie.
I have seen it. I do remember what the fuck is happening here. It's just he is on a trip.
Yeah, that's it. The guy takes acid and that's the movie. But
It's not like he goes to Florence or something. He takes some acid and you follow him around for an hour and a half.
pretty much. And you meet Dennis Hopper and he's just being Dennis Hopper. Right? But the funny thing is when they released the movie, in America, they were forced to add something at the very end because they felt like this movie was not critical of acid taking at all. And what they added, which was really stupid, is that there's a freeze frame on Peter Fonda's face, and then all of a sudden there's a big crack that appears down the screen as if to say, "Yes, he's damaged." That's it. They were forced to add this mad crack on the screen by the MPAA at the time. It's still there, right? It's just weird.
Yeah, they are fascinating because the edits they made to Evil Dead on VHS, I did crazy stuff. They just makes no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just. You think why they bother?
I used to have Zombie Creeping Flesh on the original Video Nasty big box, and that version was heavily censored anyway. It was already censored because I think the people that made the film or released it didn't take the care to make sure they got a decent print or anything. They just took this one, put it on tape. There you go. And it was censored to hell anyway, and the movie got banned. You're like, what? What are you banning? It's completely fucking.
Well, apparently the UK priest Evil Dead was a minute missing as well. So
nonsense. Nonsense.
Where are we at? I've had bigger stiffies watching Playbus.
Okay. That's a quote. Do you want to call the cops? Why?
I've never seen all the lives. I think there's a mega cut of all of the. Oh, the police. Because you can get
the bottom lives.
Yeah.
I feel that they tend to go on a bit too long.
Watching, they're definitely too long.
I'm sure watching them in the theater would be magnificent because. Right, there's Rik Mayall and Aid Edmondson. Right,
if you're there live, they're on stage.
Watching them on video, it does get after like about an hour. It gets a bit tiresome.
Yeah,
I think
that is true. But you can get the best of. So there you go. With the making of Bob Gets Out Paradiso again.
Fantastic.
I just realised. It was reduced to $2.99, wasn't it? So it sort of gives you a clue. It's not like the hotel we stayed in Scarborough. Yeah. It's weird how people in their 40s know what Playbus is these days.
Yeah. Maybe you should call the cops on me.
Was it the same as Playdays, or was that a spin-off of Playbus? Was it Play Away with Brian Cant? And
I always could have thought Playbus was just a kind of extension of Play School.
I can't remember now.
And Jemima and through the round window and all that jazz.
Franz went quad biking about 3 weeks before his accident. Haven't been quadding since. Yeah, it is dangerous. You rev it, it's throwing you off. So take care, everyone. According to what's right, the new Blu-ray will have the same behind the scenes documentary along with new interview with Simon Pegg. That's all they could get, unless there's more interviews, I'm guessing.
Boogie Nights, classic.
Wouldn't even consider Carry On. Wouldn't even consider Columbus a Carry On. It's shit.
I've heard people say that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I still need to watch. I forget to watch it every time, but wasn't. What was the one with Robbie Control playing Tony Benn, like an 80s action hero?
Not sure. Was that Strike again?
I think it is.
Strike was like that. It was like Arthur Scargill.
Arthur Scargill. I was trying to think who's the Welshman.
On a motorcycle, it was Al Pacino, and his wife was Meryl Streep, but it was Jennifer Saunders as Meryl Streep. And she's always like peeling oranges. It's like every time she's on camera, she's peeling a fucking orange.
There are a few proper carry-ons I'm not keen on. Okay, Matron, Jungle, Henry, Dick. Oh, the best ones.
Yeah.
But I watched Carry On Nurse when I was ill before, and it's so 50s.
You gotta love camping. Carry On camping.
Camping, yeah. Playway was never more my year. There you go. Never mind that newfangled play bus. Yeah, because was it Playway had what's the guy from? I can't remember the name of the films he's in. Dial with a Vengeance, and the British actor from that played the twins in the Cronenberg film.
Jeremy Irons.
Yes, he's in Playway. It always makes me laugh. At 1 year later, he was doing.
What's that? Brideshead Revisited.
Yeah, the one with the teddy bear. Yeah, thank you. See, that's fine. Oh, he's gone. I need you. Come back.
No.
Remember that.
Just get some more
You
booze.
didn't have a badass. Plan B, correcting ill manners. One of my.
You know, gotta get fucking liquored up. You know, gotta get mad with a drink. Why not? It is Sunday after all. Yeah. No school tomorrow.
The Scotsman's had too many drinks. He's gone native again.
Yeah. I'm moving down to Liverpool.
Oh, it's one. Yeah, I heard him. Ill manners is better. Maybe it's because he's not Is he acting in it?
Oh yeah, Ill Manners. I remember that. Oh,
yeah, I still can't.
Like the last British film that actually came out. You know,
watching.
Can't honestly tell you anything that's happened in the British film industry these days. So sad.
I remember the Sweeney movies. Oh, we got Posh Wine, have we? It's not in a.
Yeah, it's from 2019.
It's not in a carton.
Chateau Your Ma. I shat on your ma.
Ooh, it's a posh label as well.
That's what it looks like. Chateau Your Ma. It's 2019 pre-COVID wine.
Yeah, bottom live. I like the first live where he's got the special K and it's just like a solid brick. He's trying to melt it with Heineken. I remember watching Hooligans Island and being shocked that he'd aged so much in the 2 years between the second. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately. He did a Gary Busey. Yes. That's another one. So that's 3. I've never worn out a VHS. I'm not sure how because I've been playing some of the tapes since the 80s. They are built to last, you see. Some of these rentals. Like I bet Carry On Columbus will play perfectly every time.
Get a lot of mileage out of Carry On Columbus.
It's probably been rented once.
Yeah.
Jennifer Saunders played Bridget Nielsen.
Oh.
I don't have my Hooligans Island. Get it on DVD, friends. There you go. Hey, Mr. Dan and Horrortag. Hey, guys. How are you,
Hey,
sir?
Mr. Dan.
There was something about Rick that really appealed to kids growing up during that time. He was rude and edgy, but it was a why that was weirdly endearing. Yeah.
You know, it never came from a place of sort of malice or hatred.
I was going to say malice, yes.
Even with Flashheart, when you could consider that being like sort of homophobic nowadays.
Yes.
Right. But to me, it's the extremity of that. This is what being a masculine man is all about, right? And everybody else is gay. You know, it's so over the top. But I honestly couldn't imagine anyone being offended by it. And here's a question I would like to put to you and everybody in the chat: when that first aired, Blackadder Goes Forth, the episode with Flashheart, was it like a virus the next day in school for you?
Well, when he shoots Aid Edmonds and says, "What a puff!"
No, not just that, but more the "Let's do it!" Right? Everybody was saying
everybody
that
wanted to be Flashheart.
Yeah. Let's do it. I mean, it was like, wow.
And he gets to kiss Bob. Yes, Aid is quite posh in real life. Apparently, his biographies, he had a very rough childhood because he was all over. He was in boarding schools that they used to beat him and all those. He was traveling around, spent many years in different schools in different countries. So, but he makes it funny apparently.
Did he not eventually join the First Order and?
Oh yes, he did.
Last Jedi.
That film. Richard E. Grant, I can see in the Star Wars film, but yeah, Aid Edmondson.
Yeah, that took me right out of the movie. I was like, wait a minute. It's like, good morning, everybody.
That would be awesome. Famous actor who's a total germaphobe and wouldn't sign anything ever. Who can? Someone will know. I'm almost amazed. Kane Hodder said someone who took a photo of him taking pee. Was he the world's stupidest person? Yeah, Kane Hodder's rough with you when you're just a fan taking a picture. He'll throttle you. So yeah, if you take a picture of him taking a piss, you're going to end up in a dumpster at the back. Yeah, he was mischievous and didn't get how grotesque his character seemed. Exactly. That is it.
Here's the thing. Apparently, and I read this today, that the young ones, their biggest influence was the Goons and Spike Milligan.
Yeah.
And apparently Spike Milligan did not like Rik Mayall or the young ones. He said there's no humor in like snots and farts and stuff like that. So they didn't win the respect of their hero.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, the comic strip presents GLC. The Carnage Continues was the follow-up. There you go. Coltrane plays Charles Bronson. I seem to remember Coltrane playing Bronson. I couldn't remember where it was. So thanks.
I need to watch
Aid
that.
is posh now because he does a cooking program, doesn't he? Or has done.
Yeah.
Bottom is my go-to when I've had a shit day. Exactly. That'll certainly make you feel better, won't it?
I need to rewatch them all.
Because it's only 18 episodes, 3 series.
Wow, feels like more.
I know.
It just feels like because they're so brilliant and so rich. Same with the young ones, 2 series, right?
12 episodes
and it's
is all
legendary. And I'm glad that's what I respect about this country when it comes to TV shows is they know when to sort of call it a day. Whereas, you get 10 seasons of Who's the Boss or something like that in the States, right? They really milk it dry over there.
Yes. Yeah, especially when they're doing, I guess they did 1 season of theirs is 24 episodes, which is 4 seasons of hours.
But that's the thing with like something like Father Ted, the young ones. These are legendary shows now.
Yeah, because Ted was 3 series, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were a lot of people go, well, he died soon after. They were planning on calling
I don't think they would have carried on. They might have done another Christmas special, or something.
Maybe they would have come back for a special or something, but it was pretty much
the end of the series. But they knew they were,
and they went off. They went out on a high. I mean, that last series of Father Ted was perfect.
I think Bottom has been on. I know they've changed because they've changed. What is it? Pikeys, Jippos to Yobbos on the recent versions on the DVD.
What, Monty Python?
Bottom. When he's at the fairground, he goes, "Someone taking my wallet, thieving bastard Jippos," and he calls them. It says "thieving bastard Yobbos" on the DVD and the digital version.
Oh God, because we could just go back in time and like.
Yeah. What happens when Yobbos becomes a bad word?
I know. It's like
Firefox, Clockwise, and Carry On at Convenience are my Michael. Carry On Convenience is a good one from the Toilet Factory. Comedy movie spin-offs always feel less funny to me as they don't have a laugh track. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. See when they did that 3-part Red Dwarf, that was terrible.
Yes.
The one they went to Coronation Street and stuff like that in it.
Yeah,
that was awful. You actually felt like they were like, "Why are no one laughing?" Because at least even though it wasn't very good, if they had a laugh track, it would at least made it sort of palatable.
I remember.
Yeah,
Looking forward to that one. They are You're Being Served movie is like high art. Yes, How You Being Served movie is that the one where they go to Spain on holiday? Thanks back to the street friends. You're getting your money's worth tonight. There you go. I like a Royal Flush, but without the laughter track, it feels weird. Hang on, Royal Flush.
Royal Flush.
What's that one? Is that Only Fools and Horses or? Come on. We'll get some of them. The main problem with Parody, so Edmund does a pretty good job at directing it, though, considering the budget. Yes, considering how tiny the budget was.
Yeah, it looks professional enough.
A lot of special effects and stuff on there. BBC seem to be showing young ones again. Would be nice if they reran Bottom.
Yeah.
Would be surprised if they didn't. Spud Gay, Sean. Spud Gun. One potato or two? No. One. That's like a brick. Zombie Queen Flesh was so heavily cut, its distributors, the BAFC technically never censored it.
No, that's the thing, but it was the Mini White House Brigade and all that.
Yeah.
Anything with the word zombie, get that to fuck.
Was it Zombie Ninja Chainsaw? No. Can't have that.
No.
Although that's a good title already.
Yeah. That's a good Friday night right there, isn't it?
Although it wouldn't have any impact today.
Zombie Ninja Chainsaw Nunchuck. That. Everything that
for that laugh track, it feels like none of the gags are landing.
Oh, you've got Cannibal as well. They didn't like Cannibal.
Oh, Cannibal, there. That was a massacre.
Yeah. Unless you were a fine young cannibal, that was okay. You could be on Going Live if you wanted.
She drives me crazy. It's an 80s disco. Did Ozzy have a quad bike accident as well? Bloody hell, those things are lethal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jeremy Irons, thank you, Ian. Isn't Kane Horn? Yeah, Kane Horn is not that tall, but he's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah, and he's kind of fearless as well. I mean, the guy's been set on fire at times.
Ill Manners is fantastic. Oh, there you go. Don't watch the black and white ones aren't the Carry On films, you know.
Was it Plan B not in that one with Michael Caine that was kind of like a British Death Wish?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Harry something, was it?
Yeah. It was mid-2000s or something.
Yeah, that was a good film.
People, I remember it got a good write-up, but still haven't seen it.
Three men in the cars, indestructible.
Wait, that ruined that song for me. Because every time I hear Gold by Spandau Ballet, I think about that.
Bad luck. Oh, Kane Hodder is 6'2". He just doesn't look it.
He always looks really small.
I don't know if he's shrinking because of age, but I'll wager we are human beings on the talking about Carry On Columbus.
Yeah, I won't bet against you there. That includes the people that were in it. They've just erased that from their memory.
It's probably like HD because no one was dumb enough to rent it.
Yeah, it probably will look HD.
That's probably why I ended up with a previously viewed cassette from Choices. Tutti Frutti, yes. What do you think of Coltrane and BBC's Tutti Frutti? Current?
I rewatched that about 5 years ago, and it was absolutely magnificent.
I don't know if I've seen it since it came out.
I'll tell you this, Doctor Impossible. At the time when I seen it as a child, I was convinced that Emma Thompson was from Glasgow. Her accent is perfect. Perfect. Right. Definitely she's up there as one of the greatest at doing a Scottish accent, but not being from Scotland.
Guy the new, see, that's me.
Straight out from a shortbread tin, that accent.
Me and Russ Abbott.
Tutti Frutti is fantastic. I've got a friend that was a child in it. See the scene where the kid is in he's got like his head stuck in a pan, and Tutti Frutti. And he's the guy sitting in the hospital. You probably remember it, Doctor. That's my buddy. I know that guy. The kid.
See, you got her. See, how's that?
Hey.
Hey, I see. I got the fag down. I literally got the first band tape I ever owned, and it still plays. Thanks to my neighbours for letting me record Transformers the movie on it. Well, yes, I got a few tapes I've got with Empire Strikes Back from 1992 or something on it. Yes, Coltrane in European Vacation, where he thinks he gets lucky with Clark's
in
wife.
the hotel.
Mel Smith there
Well,
too.
see, the town that I live in just now, Rutherglen, which is just outside Glasgow, that's where he's from. That's where Robbie Coltrane's originally from.
Ah. He's not Scottish.
Not Spanish.
Because he's in the Young Ones as a bouncer. He's holding Rick up and bashing him.
Oh, yeah. Up the apples and pears.
Up the apple pears. I was in
The roller disco. Is it not a roller disco?
Yeah. Most things we just go out. It feels like we're blowing the dust off them as they faded from human memory. I might have to clip that. That's the description of my channel. Oh, Letterman! I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I saw him on Wogan and Big Breakfast.
I watched it recently. It's crap. You can see that they're not going to sell Drop Dead Fred to anyone right there. It's just like,
Oh, yeah, it's a shame because what was it? Yeah, he did Drop Dead Fred. Lenny Henry did True Identity.
Yeah.
And then, none of them.
That was it. It was like, the British were coming. No, they weren't. if Drop Dead Fred was as big as Ace Ventura in box office takes, right? Regardless of reviews, because people shat on that film as well.
Yeah.
What do you think would have happened if? I mean, obviously, Bottom would have probably got cancelled.
Yeah.
If he'd stayed in the US, he would probably get to be in. They'd probably get all the Pauly Shore scripts.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Chris
would turn out to be good because you've got Rik Mayall instead of Pauly Shore and son-in-law and stuff like that. Right.
I forgot about The Pope Must Diet, as it was known in America. Came out in 91 with Robbie Coltrane.
I saw that in the theater.
I saw that in the theater too. I can't remember anything about it.
Isn't Spud Gun in it? And
Mike
the Cool Guy? Are they not in it?
Probably. But yeah, I need to rewatch it.
Oh no, I'm thinking of what's his face? John Sessions.
Oh. Because what year did I say Drop Dead Fred come out?
It came out in about October in the UK. I think it came out around about May, June in the States.
In 91 or 92?
91.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because
it got an early summer release in the States and it got like a autumn release here.
I think it was Life Stinks with Mel Brooks is 130. True Identity with Lenny Henry 124. Let's have a look. Where is he? Suburban Commando 112. Nothing But Trouble 105. Surely it didn't do better than that, did it?
Wow.
Oh, Drop Dead Fred 87, right between The Marion Man and Perfect Weapon, and just below Ernest Scared Stupid. So there you go.
Didn't do too badly.
Not too badly, considering. We got The Super, you got Career Opportunities, Shattered, Fly to the Intruder, All I Want for Christmas, The Commitments at 80. Oh, I always remember Spike Milligan mentioned Newcastle under Lyme in a film once, and I was amazed because it's my hometown.
What's that one he did? Is it the Great McGonagall? Or is the Scottish guy in it? You know, there's quite a lot of Spike Milligan stuff that wouldn't play now.
It's quality, not quantity. Even Only Fools and Horses should have ended on the Jolly Boys outing. There you go. Because that's everyone loved like Miami Twice and all that, but yeah, it was a bit too much. Oh yeah, didn't the Upper Hand, the British version of Who the Boss, outrun the American version?
Right, was that a remake of that? I didn't know.
I'm trying to think. The actors now who were in Who's the Boss. Weren't they both?
Three's Company, was that not a remake of Man About the House? Yeah. And that went on for 10 seasons.
Yeah. Oh, they were both on Going Live one morning. Yeah, what are you having Aiden and Rick on their kids program? Father Ted, my second favorite sitcom to bottom. There you go. I confirmed that Jippos are bigger thieves than Scousers.
Yeah, was it you say
In
like
weapons from where they are, yes. They're always in the mini Tesco and doing a runner out the doors. They've had to put on quiet times the doors are locked, so you have to wait at the front of the door to go in and then out. Someone to buzz you in because of the jippos.
Oh no, cancelled.
And there's a security guy as well. Oh, so, yobbos. Pikeys? What is it? I can't remember now. What's the...
Oh. Yeah, it's just legendary. See the Bambi episode with Motorhead? It's fucking excellent, isn't it?
What was
music.
Music.
Yeah, it's fucking Motorhead. It's fucking blew my mind.
When they commissioned Young Ones as a TV show, they couldn't call it a comedy because comedies were what's the Felicity Kendall one? They take The Good Life and stuff like that.
Good Life, yeah.
So they had to call it a variety show to get more budget. So, but a variety show has a music act, so that's why The Young Ones has a music act.
Oh, I didn't know that. But I suppose it's kind of like the Kenny Everett show as well. Had that where there's music in there as well. Love Kenny Everett.
So yeah, to be a variety show, you had to have a music act. So that's why they had all these. Well, they had Motorhead, they had Jules Holland's band.
It was all done in the best possible taste.
Yes, it was only Fuzzle. Yeah, the Yobbo's dub is really obvious. A moment later, the really exaggerated ghost train horn, which turns out the next utterance of Gypsy 2 wasn't like that on the video. There you go. I would like to think my favorite shows have only a few episodes. Was gutted when I saw that there are like 50 episodes of Sequest ESP. I think, don't they change? Yeah, Roy Schneider's only in 1-2 seasons.
Yeah. A show I really liked from the 90s was Dark Skies, which was always considered the poor man's X-Files at the time. But I thought it was a different animal, and I really liked it.
Yeah, it's nothing like the same thing, is it?
Yeah, I like the way that it ties historical events in with the aliens and stuff like that. Toby Hooper wrote that. Toby Hooper directed the pilot, and it's a really good pilot. And it's got JT Walsh. JT Walsh, wow, he was a really good actor.
He is great.
Breakdown and Red Rock West.
Yes, Red Rock. I love Red Rock West.
Yeah, Red Rock West class.
I saw that in the cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, and Breakdown. Back in the 90s. Yes, The Upper Hand seems to be on forever. I don't know if they were repeating ones because I never really paid much attention to it when it was on. But it did seem to carry on, always be on. There you go. I was in Zombie Ninja.
I remember it being on, but I don't think I ever watched that.
Harry Brown, that's the Michael Caine one. That's how far behind them. It was very good. It is
Zombie Ninja, Chainsaw, and Nunchuck Cannibals. Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen The Big Breakfast with on the bed with what's her face. Harry Brown, everyone's shouting at us. There you go.
Love The Big
Nice
Breakfast.
One for praising up an accent. That almost never happens.
Oh, we're glitching.
Oh, apparently
StreamYard is cancelling us for saying Jippo.
I remember watching Ilmanas after I was pigging out at McDonald's, and I was too tough to reach the remote control on the other side of the room. I expected it to be after crap, but it wasn't. There you go. I remember Naked Video on BBC Two when I was a kid. I've got a tape of that upstairs. So
Still good. I rewatched Naked Video on YouTube. Be careful when you're looking for it, though.
Yes, you do get Naked Video. I was
specify
for Naked Video.
Yeah, I typed it in one time and it was just porn on YouTube. It was
somehow there's porn on YouTube, so be careful, people. Oh no, we've lost everyone. They've gone Googling. Marty Feldman did a great BBC series back in the 70s. Yeah, I used to watch Marty Feldman. Spike Milligan had the Q series, which simply made a release through the BBC. Milligan was the master. Who was the Irish
Mel Brooks saying about Marty Feldman? I went to a screening of Young Frankenstein, and they had this interview with Mel Brooks right at the very beginning of it.
Oh, nice!
And he said, if you wanted to hide from Marty Feldman, all you had to do was stand right in front of his face.
Yeah, True Identity was fucking awful.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it.
No, I don't. I want to remember he whites up to avoid the mob. I kissed by Lenny Henry Stoke once is my claim to fame.
Wow,
nice. I saw him in Aberystwyth back in when he was doing stand up in the mid '80s.
Wow,
but he was dressed in all red leather, just like of course Eddie
What's
Murphy.
that character's called? Yeah, the sort of wildebeest.
Wildebeest, yes. Something Pete
Yeah,
Wildebeest.
that was a great
He
character.
did that. He got a woman on stage and sexually assaulted her, as it would be seen today.
And now he's a hobbit. He's a hobbit now, isn't he?
Oh yes. Kissed on the head. There you go. That makes it even worse. Alan Bastard, yes, the New Statesman now looks like a hidden camera documentary exposing today.
Yeah, it's actually kind of mild compared to what's happening now, isn't it?
They do that in public now, so
yeah.
Oh, hang on, I just noticed something. Oh, it says Billy Murray, not Bill Murray. So you got Victoria Silverstadt, Danny Dyer, Craig Fairbass, Rik Mayall, and Billy Murray in Just for the Record in 2010. That's a cast and a half. Another thing I watched just because Aid was If You See God, Tell Him. That rings a bell. Wonderfully bleak satire with Richard Byers giving a performance of his career. I remember
him turning up in the Kenneth Branagh of Frankenstein as the blind guy. I was like, what?
Oh, Richard Byers. I thought Aid Edmondson.
Yeah, Richard Byers was the blind dude in the Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Hang on.
It's like Richard Byers and Robert De Niro together at last, finally.
Yeah, make it happen, people.
You know, fuck Heat. This is the scene I've been waiting for. You know, there's a flip side.
I'll just have to settle with young Frank. There you go. His boggly eyes. I guess Frankenstein's in the loft. Oh. I remember working at the Odeon when the film Jippos came out, and the people at the box saying they didn't want to say it to Jippos when they came in. I don't remember a film called Jippos. The other Gypsy dub is stupid because Rick says it in the Royal Family, to the Royal Family Gran in the psychic tent just a moment later. Yeah. Extended family, just another sexual free-for-all. A Few Good Men, Stingblade, and Pleasant. Oh, JT Walsh performance. Yeah, he was even good in the Miracle on 54th Street remake. I think I've seen bits of it. He was the grumpy lawyer, and he played that well. He was always a bit of a oily character. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was very rarely the nice guy. He was good. He nailed it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of him. What's he in? With Kevin Spacey and Samuel L. Jackson. Sabian. When he's, the negotiator. Negotiator. It's in the title. There you go. I was just say when they're negotiators. Naked Video BBC isn't anymore appropriate either. Yeah, don't Google that either. So. Yeah. Right. I know. Different times. Didn't you ever have what's her name from EastEnders and Teabag? Was it her? That really narrows it down. Yeah, I'm leaving the stream. There were several Teabags, wasn't there? We've lost loads of people now. Bloody hell, Teabag, yes, Total Blast from Us. Yeah, Teabag's not a show you can't call that either. Yeah. I'm just googling that TV show I remember as a kid. Teabag. Yeah, I know. I'm like, wow. Oh my god. Oh, great film still, but yes. I haven't seen it, so I was to say it's Billy Bob. I wasn't going to go there. Used to love Teabag. They released a few series on DVD, and then I must have got bored. I didn't realize it went on. I never watched it because I'd aged out of CITV by then. I always wondered what Sling Blade would look like if he took ecstasy. That's the sequel. Oh yeah, Gene Hackman played the blessed Frankenstein blind man. Come back, I'm gonna make espresso. Oh, classic young Frankenstein. Oh, still game. I don't think I've ever seen a whole episode. I've never really got into it. Weirdly, I like their other show, Chewing the Fat, that they did. I think I remember seeing that. But yeah, still game because they played old men in the beginning many years ago. Now, of course, they're that age now themselves, so they don't need the makeup. It's so huge here. People are mad for it. If you see God, Tell Him, it might be on YouTube. I think the DVD went out of print. I recommend it to everyone in the room. Okay, there you go. Awesome. If Briars is acting, Yeah, probably had a little sales. Negotiator thinking Michael Myers. I just watched The Strangers Chapter 1. What an abomination movie. Yes. Poor Rennie Harlin.
I've heard it's crap.
I was never a fan of the original two, but I know that.
I liked the first one. It took me by surprise. The ending was shocking, but yeah, it's all right.
Definitely don't want to see it. You see if you did.
Yeah.
And Kelly Bright from Teabag and there's Kelly Bright. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. What else has Rick done that we haven't mentioned? He's with Alex Kingston, David Morrissey in The Knock, 1994.
Oh, The Knock. I've not thought about that show in a long time.
No, I don't. I seem to remember minor things about it because that's 2000. So yeah, he was in one episode. The remake, I guess, of Watership Down TV series. He did the voice of Kihar in 26 episodes.
The one that Zero Mostel voiced in the movie.
Oh, was it? Bloody hell.
Yeah, the seagull.
Ah, right. So yeah, hang on. Let's just look at the.
But he won an Emmy. He won an Emmy for for it was a Wind in the Willows sequel because he did a Wind in the Willows animated, and he also did a sequel which won him an Emmy.
And then later on,
Primetime Emmy for his voiceover performance as Mr. Toad in the TVC London's 1996 animated movie The Willows in Winter. So, Emmy award-winning Rik Mayall as well.
Yeah. That's 2001. He did Tales of Uplift and Moral Improvement as Mrs. for Fine Kamudi. 13 episodes. Never heard of it. But yes, he did do a Merlin movie. He did play Merlin in a Merlin movie, The Return, in 2000. I remember that coming out. I think I got posters for that in the loft somewhere, rolled up. I'm not sure because there's two Merlin movies. There's one with who was in Jurassic Park as the main guy.
Sam Neill.
Yeah, Sam Neill and Rutger Hauer in a Merlin film, and I thought that's the one I had, but it's not. It was The Return, but it's not. It's a separate one, so this must be the sequel. Again, for what it's worth, the Thing game is coming out on newer console. I was pretty good at that Thing game. I remember when he was in stage play. Oh, Cellmates with Stephen Fry had his breakdown and went able. Yes,
that's what it was called.
I remember that.
I remember what that was.
Yes,
Stephen Fry didn't show up, and they just they had to cancel it.
Yeah, because he buggered off, took the ferry to France or something, didn't he?
Still didn't hurt his career. Amazing, because at the time they were like, "Oh man, Stephen Fry."
His career's over. He's on the bank. And they came back, well, I guess big with QI.
Yeah. And he directed that film Wild, which he starred in as well.
Did he? No, he didn't direct. Kenneth Branagh? No, who did Peter's Friends?
No, I'm sure he directed Wild.
Yeah, he did direct. I was telling you Peter's Friends. What did he do? He was in
he was in Peter's Friends.
I think it was Branagh that directed that one. He did do a Merlin or something. There's a purple cover. He's dressed as a wizard on front. That's the one. Yeah, that's what I thought I had, but it's not. It's Sam Neill on the front.
Oh no, I'm a liar. He didn't direct Wild.
Oh,
sorry.
I thought
I wasn't 100% on that, but he did become a director though. I'm sure he directed a movie.
Yeah, I thought Wild would have been it. Did he write Wild? I know he acted in it. Yeah.
No, he just starred in it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I thought he directed that. I'm confused.
Well, we only have facts on this show.
I know.
So,
get your facts right.
You even got breakfast. Oh, you did. Yeah, they made a joke about it in one of the bottom lives. Are you generous this afternoon? I'll just bugger off to France or something like that. Because
Bright Young Things. That's the film he directed. Bright Young Things 2003.
Yes. I remember that. But yeah, the bottom line is when they go off script. I don't know if it's because it seems to be. I remember them doing it in the show we watched, and then also on the show that's on the tape. So whether it was just staged anyway, and they're supposed to forget their lines or make a joke at not in the show. The Sam Neill Rutger Hauer one rings a bell. That must be Merlin the Return. Then we get Wild seemed to get non-stop raves when it came out, but I never saw it. I think I saw it, but I've only seen it once when it came out.
Yeah, I've watched it once. It was okay.
Yeah. I don't know. There's probably been a few Wild films.
Yeah.
But it definitely was one he wanted to do. And good evening, cool KDJ. Welcome. Andy Singer. Right, where do we get to? Let's have a look. What else we got? Yeah. Richard Thwaite in 99. But yeah, he's done quite a lot of voiceovers. Richard in... So yeah, let me just look at the live dates. Bottom Live, where is it? The World of Peter Rabbit, Dirty Old Town. Bottom Live, 93 was the first one. Now,
93? Fuck.
Yeah, because Bottom Series 1 and 2 were, was it 91, 92, and then I think there was a 2-year gap until Bottom 3 came out.
Right.
Not the live, the Series 3, sorry. So then we get Bottom Live 2 in 95. Then Hooligans Island in 97. So yeah. 92. Guess that's Partiso 99. Ars Oddity in 2001. And Y France in 2003. So that's, 10 years of live shows.
Man.
Yeah, I guess.
I never got to see any of them live. A buddy of mine went to see, I think it was Hooligans Island that he went to see when they came to Glasgow. But I hadn't. I don't know why. I should have went to see them.
I think the first one was filmed in. Where are they from? In the TV show. The area of London.
Not sure. Hammersmith Odeon? I don't know.
And I think it's Hooligans Island is. I think it was filmed in Bristol, just not on the night I was in it, which is a shame. No, it doesn't say. Typical. There you go. I'll tell Terence I cherish his friendship because it's his birthday. So thank you, Terence, for joining us tonight.
Oh, wouldn't want to spend it with anyone else, man.
Does seem odd, but yeah. I would be too. Well, I did spend my birthday last year with you singing, so that was nice.
Oh, that's right. God, that was awesome.
Well, I know you're a Michael Jackson fan, so it might be a Moonwalker sing-along this time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, Albert Finney, Skyfall.
Where does he not fucking troll the Beatles in that film? Because he does.
He does.
He does. What's the song? What's that song called? Fuck.
I can't. Now you got me blanked. Someone will tell us.
Come Together. Yeah, Come Together. Yeah, I think that was him trolling the Beatles. It's like, and he even had like Sean Lennon.
Yes, he's the kid in it.
Well, it's like, fuck you, Paul McCartney. You know, the girl is mine.
I was Ebony and Ivory with us. The girl is mine. That's it, Hammersmith. I'm going to forget they're in the Hammersmith Hard Men. But yes, Finney's Scottish accent in Skyfall.
It doesn't bother me.
Because they wanted Sean Connery, but then I thought that'll take people out of it. I bought the Bottom Live VHS with my Christmas money. I was 10 going on 11. Had to get my mum to buy it for me.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they're all 18s, aren't they? So yeah, you go to your Woolworths. But yeah, a lot. Yeah, because they used to come. The stand-up comedies used to come out in November, didn't they? It's ready for Christmas presents.
Yeah, I know.
Adventure. There's don't you diss Highlander?
I know.
We got a Frenchman playing a Scotsman and a Scotsman playing an Egyptian.
I'll bloody well walk out of here.
Haggis. But always thought the accent in Erin Brockovich was good. Oh, convincing, I was going to say.
What's that accent did he do in Erin Brockovich? I can't remember.
I guess he's American in that one, isn't he? Serious American.
Oh, of course. Yeah, his American accent was always a bit off.
Yeah, I got it in Christmas 2. Was one of the first VHSs I ever. Nah, that's nice. Happy birthday, by the way. I'm 50 next time, which is insane to me. Yeah, I'm 50 for the next month and a bit. So yeah, that's weird. So Ian's saying happy birthday. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And Andy, yes, because they missed the beginning. So
thank you.
Top block is was about the same age too, so it must have been a MAM request also. Can't imagine my son asking for Bottom Live. He wants the latest Nintendo game, but yeah, he wouldn't want a Bottom Live. So where are we? I think we're gonna at the end of, and I think he's done. Apart from was it Harry Potter when he was gonna be?
Yeah, he got cut from the final cut of the movie. I know. The first one, wasn't it? Philosopher's Stone.
I think it was the first one. He was
Philosopher's Stone, whatever they call it in different countries.
One of the famous characters he was supposed to be. And that could have taken him off in a different direction.
Yeah.
So I think
he just didn't have much luck with mainstream big budget movies or anything like that.
Maybe it's because he wasn't serious. I don't know what he was. It never mentioned what he's like behind the scenes. Everyone just says he was very loving and funny. So I guess,
maybe that's why. Maybe because everybody else steps on other people to get what they want. And Rik Mayall was more appreciative of everyone.
Was it Greg from Man Down? It was Greg.
Yeah.
Said that when he first met him, because he was playing his dad, he walked into the room and Rick had his back to him and he was nervous coming in to meet Rik Mayall, and then Rick turned around, came around and just hugged him and called him comrades. So,
I mean, but based on my buddy that saw him when he's out having dinner, I mean, I'm sure he done it. I'm sure he was kind enough to, or he had the sense to ask him after he'd had his meal or what have you.
Yeah,
as opposed to during it, right? Right, because I would have told you to fuck off as well, to be honest.
Fucking eating here with my family. Fuck off.
I know. But the fact that he went out to make, get that blowjob pic. That, and this was a while ago. This was about maybe 20 years ago, before social media was so inherent that, I want to make sure I get this on my social media, because he had a Polaroid. It was, and he showed me. I was like, hey, check this out. I saw Rik Mayall the other night. I was like, fucking hell, cool. Right.
Yeah, that's good.
I know. What do you think, though? What's his legacy? How is it? How do you think it's influenced comedy moving forward?
Yeah,
because I don't really see it. I don't think that people have that energy. There's nothing that's got that kind of, you need to see this. I mean, I can imagine that when the young ones first aired, because as a child, I was not aware of what was going on in the world, but I'm sure for teenagers especially, it must have been amazing to see a show like that. And Bottom was like, when it came on a Friday night or whatever, it just made my night. Right?
Yes, 25 minutes of just pure chaos, but funny. Oh,
StreamYard's been an absolute bastard.
I thought you were going to disappear for a minute, but yeah, because I was 9, 10 when I watched Young Ones on telly, so that means I was about 20 when Bottom came out.
Wow.
Git.
Yeah,
I was there.
It was so exciting, and I don't really see the influence. There probably is, and on stage and things like that. But I think the problem is the television networks themselves. They're so fucking boring, and they don't take any risks at all. Right? I mean, something has to be said about the actual producers back then taking the chances with these artists and going for that. And whatever's out there comedy-wise that's not getting seen is probably because it's too wild. You've got to remember the BBC at one point let Jerry Sadowitz have a show, right?
I used to watch that. I like that show.
Yeah, and you can't get that anywhere. Right, with the Paul Bearers review, that's gone, totally cancelled, and now it's just because the thing about comedy is it has to take risks. It has to be offensive, not offensive to be spiteful and malicious and full of hatred.
No,
but it has to take risks. It has to do stuff that's edgy, because otherwise it's not going to be funny. It's just
it has to point out the absurdities of stuff that
exactly by exaggerating it. And that's what I'm saying with Flashheart. Flashheart is it's not taking the piss out of gay people. It's taking the piss out of that sort of macho masculinity of being this daring do hero character.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. He's the joke.
He's the joke, yeah. Woof! Right. Just how absolutely infectious it was.
Yes. I imagine, just being in a room with him. Terrence is in the outskirts of Scotland again.
Fucking glitching like mad.
All right. Right. Well, actually, it's Terrence's birthday. Yeah, it's actually, I've done that one. Top load, yes. I've done that one. So, yeah, here we go. Although, we'll wrap this up because it is still Terrence's birthday, I forgot. So, he's going to enjoy some of it for the next hour.
No worries. No worries at all.
Okay. Although HMV did tell me Jason Goes to Hell at about 13 was a good day. It's with this year, fuck it, just take it. It's money in the bank for them. Finally, Finley, I Like Charlie Bubbles, and Alan Parker's tense relationship drama Shoot the Moon. Finley was good in Karaoke and Cold Lazarus by Dennis Potter. I
like what you said there about getting Jason Goes to Hell, because I remember that I used to know that in the mid-80s there was this cafe that rented out tapes. Yeah, there was a cafe here that rented out tapes on the side as well, and they didn't give a shit what age you were. and I rented out Salvador as like a 7-year-old just for the thrill of getting an 18 out. It's like, I love Salvador.
That's like brutal in places.
I didn't have a fucking clue what that movie was about, but I was like, it's like 18 and I got it all on my own.
Nice. Good review. Until I actually watched Jason Goes to Hell, that is. Aww.
And it was cut as well. We didn't get the fucking excellent tent death.
Oh, yeah, well, she gets cut in half.
The UK version, we got fucking cut on that as well. The best death in the movie.
It is. Because, the people in the tent were a real couple, but they'd broken up a few months before, so they had to simulate a sex scene, and then she gets killed in it.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Karaoke, the TV show.
Karaoke, it's one of the final Dennis Potter ones. They did Karaoke and was it Cold Lazarus or something like that?
Yeah.
Two
I
final
remember,
Dennis
it's Dennis Potter with a singing detective. It's all sex and nudity all over the place, but it's not.
Have you never seen Pennies from Heaven with Bob Hoskins?
No, or Steve Martin.
That's a must-see. That's still fucking fantastic. Pennies from Heaven.
Musical.
Yeah, they remade it with fucking Steve Martin, and it's nowhere near.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I like about the Steve Martin one is the part with Christopher Walken dancing. That's the only part.
Because there's
the rest of it is kind of But the original 1970s Bob Hoskins.
70s, bloody hell, young Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
In Plain Saints All Real, when he's on the bus.
Name.
When he's on the bus, Steve Martin's on the bus in Plain Trains Automobile, he sings a song, 3 coins in a fountain. And no one knows it because no one saw the
Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. Yeah.
It always reminded me a bit of Julian Sands. Okay.
Wow.
I can understand. Yeah, the hairstyle was sometimes the same. Karaoke's good, but I didn't get into Cold Lazarus. Seemed too science fiction fantasy oriented. Okay. When did these come out?
94, 95, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's why I missed them.
Mid-90s.
You couldn't make it up. Ian McDiarmid plays a Potter-esque character in Karaoke. He even looks like Dennis Potter.
Yep.
Okay. My mate got a VHS of Driller Killer from HMV when it was unbanned. There's only one real scene, isn't there? Actual drilling killing in the head. Otherwise, it's just about punk rock band that lives next door. Rick was a mix of Julian Sands looks and Kenneth Williams' wild voices. Facial expressions. He was a bit of everything. Shown on BBC and Channel 4 at the same time, I think. It has something to do with Potter not being able to
BBC got Karaoke and Channel 4 got Cold Lazarus. Because as networks or whatever you want to call them, they had in the past had put out Dennis Potter Productions, so they shared the two final ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're quite nice of them. Was old enough to actually buy Driller Killer when it got re-released in 1990, I think. Don't know if I actually got the later release, though. Yeah, I think once you watched it once, that's about it. Does anyone remember the Virgin Comedy Club VHS series bought with bright-coloured covers? Each tape had a different 80s alternative comedian. I
had the Sadowitz one.
I remember the Emo Search one. I had a Robin Williams one that had the adverts for that one.
There was a good joke in the Sadowitz one that you could repeat now, right? Where it's like, see this guy, he's known, he does carpentry work, so everybody calls him Mr. Carpenter. And this guy over here, he does upholstery, so we all call him Mr. Upholsterer. I fuck one sheep. One sheep.
Oh, sorry. Sadowitz usually pulls his stuff from YouTube if it ever appears. Huh?
Yeah, he personally doesn't allow it up.
I like them both now. If Potter's wish after death to have both TV companies to contribute toward making them. Cold Lazarus cost a fortune to make. Oh dear. That's it. Promo, Virgin.
Yeah,
Robocop was a Virgin tape.
It's like a half an hour of chat at the beginning of it, innit?
It did. It's a very long.
I don't think I want to watch Robocop now. I'm going to watch Billy Connolly now.
Yeah, the Billy Connolly, then all the stand-ups of the era.
Yeah, and the music, all the Eurythmics and shit that's on it.
Yeah, their music. Yeah, they had sections, music videos,
Genesis,
and then there's stand-up comedy, and then sport.
I watched Robocop so much that I pretty much remember that kind of verbatim.
Yeah, because it's Robocop and the Terminator, both virgins, and both came out around the same time.
Yeah. Whereas the big box version, I think it only has like the Terminator trailered on it.
I think so, because I think I uploaded that. Oh wow, the Terminator trailer! Wow.
Yeah, I know.
80s version. Channel 5 had a show with Jerry Black. Oh, Jerry
versus Jerry Sadowitz. Yeah.
It did look expensive.
He had that big gangster dude with him that killed himself recently. What's his name?
You're full of shit tonight. Yeah, those Virgin issues had white covers. I don't know. I've got some. I have to see which ones.
I remember there was a Paul Rubens one as well.
See, I never thought the stand-ups made it over here, the American ones, but yeah.
I think I had the Jerry Sadowitz one and I had the Rodney Dangerfield one. And it was okay. It wasn't that great considering the legend of Rodney Dangerfield.
David just saw me a copy of Predator when I was a kid. My mum was with me. They looked at her and said, "Is this okay?" And she nodded, and the woman put it in. Happy days.
Legend.
Salvador is rough. Yeah, I was going to say that's about it.
Yeah, I was so pleased with myself.
That is a rough film. It's probably worse than like Rambo 4 and stuff like that.
It's a good movie. Love the score in Salvador.
Jay was the R version, so there wasn't much left. Cold Lazarus was Potter's 1984, clearly convinced and darkly humorous jab at corporate control. Will saw me Commando when I was 12. They don't care.
That's Will.
When ships used to sell kids cigarettes as long as they bought a little note of shops.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you had the note. Yeah, all right, here's 10 Carlsberg and some fags. Well, more Julian Sands face than this. Okay. Oh, I can see it now. I'm looking. Yeah, I can see it there with his
Arachnophobia would have been a different movie if it was Rik Mayall in that part.
Give me some AI right now.
You must be a specimen.
That's a bastard. I've been to see Jerry live a few times. Hopefully the new lawsuits don't ruin his act. Yeah, he is gagged now, isn't he? Ridiculously. It's comedy, people.
Yeah, I know.
I think I got an American Blu-ray. It's probably a studio canal, so hopefully they don't fuck up the transfer. Dave Courtney.
Courtney. Yeah, that's the dude.
Right. I bought the MOD MGM recently. Jim Charles many moons ago. Canon released it, though, through Thorn EMI. Bloody Canon everywhere these days. Salvador was very toned down before it released. The whole orgy scene was cut. Oh, it's an orgy scene and I wasn't involved. Right. We caught up with the chat, so it's time to call it a night.
Yeah.
It's late and it's a school. Oh, fuck off. Bastard. Okay, thanks, Sandy. We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, lovely hanging out with everybody. Thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and all that. And
well, yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Rik Mayall, what a legend. So, see you in another 10 years.
Yes, we'll do it again in 10 years.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'll be
absolutely.
Millions of subscribers by then, but I'll make time for you. So good night. So, yes. A nice quote about him. He upstaging an entire fleet of world-class comedians should have been impossible. Made it like effortless. That's a good thing to end on. Yes, he did. He was in it for like 2 minutes, and he overtook everyone in it. So yes, good night, everyone. Good night, Rik Mayall forever. See you next time. Good night.